How surprised were you Bill Belichick didn't get a coaching job? How surprised were you Bill Belichick's chilling on Nantucket, where you spent time in the summer, and there was an article Nantucket High School called him to be the high school football coach? How surprising. It's crazy to me. I cannot believe it. You're a diehard Patriots fan. Speak on the Bill Belichick situation.
I could very, very well believe it. And the reason why is he's probably asking for a full control. And at this point, no team was ready to give him that.
True. True. He wants to do it the Patriot way is well known, and it did not work out down the stretch in terms of NFL and the last couple years. By all accounts, how can arguably the greatest coach of all time not be employed? Excuse me, where
because you got to see it in terms of this, and this is where it comes down to with the whole coaching of the NFL is changing. 1 and 2 is if Bill Belichick goes into another locker room that's not a Patriots locker room, does the Patriots way work in Atlanta? They draft those players to come into the Patriots system to be into that system. Bill Belichick going into a system that's already set in place and him trying to get things in line, as an owner, I don't see it. That's especially with how young the generations are now. Bill's getting aged. The NFL has changed so much since Bill has been winning. It's been 10 years.
That's facts. He, Pete Carroll, they're both in their, going into their mid-70s. I just cannot wrap my mind around the fact that he is on the doorstep of the all-time wins records. The all-time wins record. Did it work here in New England after Tom Brady? No. Has it worked in his career without?
You got to look at the Texans. They hired, he's 30, Gerard Mayer is 35, 36 years old?
Yes.
The reason why they went with that hire is Bill lost the locker room. That's when we started losing games. Bill lost the locker room. And if you tell me, if he loses the Patriots locker room, what NFL team is going to say he's going to get here and take the locker room and make us champion? Instant. Because when Bill gets into the building, to the world, you just turned your team into an instant competitor. But if your team is not an instant competitor, what did you just do to your franchise?
Indeed, it's going to take time, but then it's also not guaranteed to lead to a championship. Bill could get his all-time wins record, which is nice for Bill, but for your franchise, you're really hiring him, in essence, to get that all-time wins record, and then you're going to have to hire somebody else. So that's a great point. These NFL teams, the Seahawks, went young. Patriots went young. You're getting these guys, in their 30s, 40s, to be your coach for 10, 15 years. I respect that. I still cannot wrap my mind around the fact that arguably the greatest coach in NFL history, one of the greatest coaches in team sports history, did not land a head coaching job when he was trying to get a head coaching job, and is right on the doorstep of history. It's just wild. I don't think anybody really predicted this. I don't think people honestly believed that Bill Belichick could strike out with 5 or 6 franchises. And then just in conclusion, now this brings into, he could not get Don Shula's record because he's in his mid-70s. He needs to be coaching. He doesn't, you take a year off and then, first of all, Bill Belichick is not built like that. He doesn't want to lay on the beach. He's not. He's happy when he's involved in the trenches of football. Football is his life. So that doesn't work for him to just, he's not going to be. That's not an environment. It's like, Sean Payton wanted to take a year to be in the booth and just decompress. Bill Belichick, that doesn't compute for him. A, and then B, what if this is the year that prevents him from getting that all-time record? That is mind-boggling to me. I still hope he gets the record. I hope he gets another opportunity. It proves that nothing lasts forever. and he's going to have to bend. He's not going to be able to be the GM. He's not going to be, he's going to have to be what he really started off as, which is more of a coordinator. He was the defensive coordinator for the Giants when they won those championships, and Bill Parcells was the guru, was the CEO. He's going to be the head coach, but he's going to have to give that offense over to somebody else. He's going to have to give over the GM. He's going to have to play the modern game, and that's going to be interesting because he's so old school. Will he allow himself to modernize to get down to a record, or are you going to retire just short because you refuse to compromise?
Tosses it back to Brady on a flea flicker. Brady looking, throwing long and deep, and touchdown, Randy Moss.
New England's the hottest team in the league. They never lose at home, seemingly. Then it's 17-7. Bouncing ball fielded to the 25.